Do you find that as you get older, certain things bother you more than they should? Here are 8 words and expressions that just get under my skin. What really bugs me is that I myself overuse a lot of these words, so I know it's a pretty irrational pet peeve, but nobody ever accused us humans of being rational, so here goes. First is amazing, as in, these truffle fries are amazing. We used to say, boy, that was really good. Now it has to be amazing. Spider-Man is amazing. Truffle fries, not amazing. By the way, I don't even know how you can put truffle fries in your mouth. Those things are nasty if you ask me, but you didn't, so let's move on. Awesome, as in, you ran a 5K? That's awesome. Excuse me, have you ever seen the Grand Canyon? The Grand Canyon's awesome. Running a 5K is good, maybe even impressive in a minor way, but unless you're 103 years old or have lost 103 pounds and have gotten into shape for the first time in your life, running a 5K is not awesome. So, when it's used as the first word in a sentence. So, is it just me, or are people sticking this word where it doesn't belong? So it just seems like we use it as a placeholder. So what's wrong with the old standby of So it just bothers me, okay? No problem. This is now used instead of you're welcome. In France, they say volontiers, I did it voluntarily. In Spain, they say de nada, 'twas nothing. Here we say no problem, which basically means it was an effort, I didn't enjoy it, you're not really welcome, but it didn't cause me any major problems, so don't lose any sleep over it. Moving on. At the end of the day. This does not actually describe a time of day. People use it to mean ultimately, in the final analysis, or when it's all said and done. And that's okay, except people use it way too much. Every TV commentator, every business exec, every college punk thinks they can sound smarter by saying, at the end of the day. I've got news. At the end of the day, you're no smarter than you were at the beginning of the day. Like. This is an old classic that can mean anything or nothing. I guess it's why people use it so much, sometimes several times in the same sentence. Like they use it at the beginning of the sentence, use it instead of and use it to describe what someone says, such as, I was like, hey, are you serious? And he was like, yes, I'm serious. And I was all like, no, you cannot be serious. Perfect. This word used to have a very specific meaning. It used to mean perfect. Every snowflake is perfect. No person is perfect, but apparently a lot of other stuff is these days. I'll have the duck with the mango salsa. Perfect. And to drink? Just water, thanks. Perfect. How about yes, sir, or very good, or even okay? What's so perfect about placing an order for food? I don't know, I guess I'm turning into a grouchy old man. Last but not least is the old standby, totally, as in, I totally must have that designer bag. I had a totally, amazingly awesome time. I am totally fed up with the misuse of all these words. So I myself am guilty of abusing all these words. But it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, when you live in an awesomely amazing world like we do, it's no problem. So yeah, perfect.